Hello friends, welcome to Salmon Sugar. Today we are going to talk about the checkpoints, or rather you can say key pointers before you do your income tax filing or e-filing of income tax returns. The first point that we are going to talk about is 26AS. In case of salaried employees, never rely on the TDS details of Form 16. Whatever TDS details are mentioned in Form 16 need not be the same under 26AS. The employer will give figures of amount of tax deducted that necessarily sometimes the employer fails to deposit the tax on time. So he will give the figure which is deducted. Say for instance he has deducted 50,000 over a period of 1 year. So your 50,000 income tax is deducted by the employer. But if he has deposited only 40,000 to the income tax department, then you will get income tax credit, that income TDS, as 40,000. Even if 50,000 has been deducted as TDS, only 40,000 benefit will be given. So before filing income tax return, you have to make sure that your 26AS matches with your Form 16. Because if there is a difference, then you can approach to the employer and get the changes or get the income tax deposited in time, because the income tax department is not responsible. So in case if you do your income tax filing and you mention 50,000 as your tax deposited by employer, then the income tax can send you a notice saying that 10,000 is to be paid by you, because the 10,000 is actually not received. So always make sure to check 26AS in case of salary employee. In case of business, I'm a businessman and I do business with a client. He pays me and he deducts amount of tax which he is expected to deposit to the income tax department. So I also need to verify. If he has not deposited, then I cannot take the income tax credit, the tax benefit. Similarly, for normal individuals who are investing their money in fixed deposits, and a lot of banks, they deduct taxes, say that this much amount has been deducted as taxes. Once again, you need to verify in 26AS whether that tax has been deposited by such banks. So these are the major checkpoints you need to do. In case of salaried employee, always check your Form 16 TDS with your 26AS. Even for business, you have to check your amount of TDS deducted by client in 26AS. And in case of fixed deposits or other income, you need to check your tax deducted with 26AS. So this was the first checkpoint, that was 26AS. The second checkpoint is deductions. So the second point was deductions, and this point is very interesting point because a lot of companies have their own policies that you need to submit all the insurance details and anything amount invested under ATC or ATD by say 12th or 15th of February. So what happens, where I was working in a company, I would not wish to name the company, they had such kind of policies. Maximum they could extend up to 1st March. So one of my insurance policies, I had deposited on 30th March, even on 29th March. So I was not getting those deductions, and that's why it was not being reflected under Form 16. So never do e-filing based on your Form 16. Always have your own set of details, the amount of insurance or any other investments being done under ATC or ATD, and accordingly you put those details while filing income tax return. So always make sure to not to rely on the Form 16. And third point is the FD. Okay, so, for example, if you get interest on fixed deposits and saving account, so normally it's not that much. Especially the saving account interest is never that much. Even if it is that much, whatever, up to 10,000 is exempt. So you have to put that amount in the exempt category while e-filing, not in the main category of other sources. There is one category which says the details of exempted income, so dividend, interest, and there are 3-4 more categories. So under interest you have exemption up to 10,000. So if you have earned an interest in a year, say around 20-25,000, so you can put 10,000 under exempted income, and the balance or the remaining you can transfer to the other sources. Second thing, under that you have deductions which is allowed, like all the bank charges, SMS charges or monthly charges, whatever they are charging, that can be claimed as deductions. So you can reduce that much income from your other sources. So whatever expense you have incurred to earn that other sources income can be claimed as deductions. So that is the tax benefit you get. So always make sure to bifurcate between exempt income and taxable income, and always take tax benefit of the deductions done by the bank. Fourth point is always have correct bank details, because your income tax refund may not be processed if incorrect details are given, and income tax department cannot do anything about it. Once your ITR is processed, then nothing can be done. So you have to make sure that correct bank details are given. If you have mentioned incorrect details and e-filing has been done, then you can rectify your income tax return before ITR is processed, or else you will have to request for rectification, which is a very long procedure and takes time. Fifth point is always have details of balance sheet and P&L in case of business and profession. If you are filing ITR 4, you may think that you don't have anything like assets, balance sheets and P&L, because a lot of people who are trading in stock market, they do have the feeling that they just have this money, they have a capital, and they're putting in a demat account and they're buying shares, selling shares, that's it, and whatever profit is made they pay tax on it. But no, they need to mention capital, they need to fill in the balance sheet and P&L details while filing income tax return, or it won't be processed. So it will be pending for processing. So these are the 5 checkpoints, and there could be more. If you need more assistance in terms of e-filing, you can put down your comment and I'll get back to you. So hope you liked the video and give a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe us. Thanks. Before you do your income tax filing, it's not necessary that take this.